Hey y'all, welcome to My Way Mysteries, the channel that brings you interdimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expansive point of view as they are channeled through vast dimensions of space and time, and therefore should resonate with you guys whenever you come across them. Indigos. Indigos. You sneaky little indigo. So I'm actually very excited to do this reading, but at the same time, I was very surprised when I got into this download when I decided to do the reading for the indigos. So here we are talking about entities and all of that, and even getting into it from like a iNzunza perspective. And it just felt like so hot, so like it's a lot, especially when you go into it with that iNzunza energy, and then only to find out that indigos, it's like you've been in this energy, you've been got the like Nina nihambela phezulu, and I totally get it. Like I talk about this all the time with people ebahamba nenzunza. You tend to thrive off of like friction. You tend to thrive off of the resistance that you have to some energies and so forth. For abantu bahamba nenzunza, it's part of the game with you guys. It's not really a concerning type of thing. But obviously when you get to the indigo side of the story, it's just so much calmer. It reminds me of that indigo reading when I spoke about the eye of the storm. With indigos, you're always in the calmness of it. You're in the center of it where the energy is most still, where the energy is most calm. And also indigos are much closer to iNkanyamba energy than any of the other energies. And so you're more in flow with everything. There's no need for resistance or friction on your side because you understand that the information will come to you. You understand that the energy will resolve itself, it will balance itself out. If there are any knots, if there are any speed bumps, it will balance itself out naturally just by you being open to receive, just by you being open to experience. So, yes, ultimately, I'm meditating on indigo energy, and I find out that firstly, the whole relationship or collaboration with entities seems to be a big theme. I don't know if it's the theme of the year or what's going on, but it seems to be a big thing. And then only to find out that indigos, you've been in this energy. You're so far ahead also than everybody else because you're already like in cahoots with the entities that want to work with you. And that's also what I found interesting, how with like maybe other people, like, we're still calibrating the meeting of like one meeting the first entity that they're working with or so forth. And then you've got indigos who, whether it's your first time or not, you're working with more than one entity. There seems to be this natural, this is what it is. It's like indigos have activated the blueprint that allows them to already know how to maneuver a connection with an entity. And so even questions that you didn't know you have automatically get answered within the readings that I've done, or in your own space when you're doing your own meditation, when you're doing your own, I want to say, rituals that are not like hard rituals, very soft rituals. And I say soft or differentiate between soft and hard because your rituals are not thought out. They come very natural to you. You don't even realize you're in the middle of a ritual until you're in the middle of a ritual. It's not something that you plan before. It's not thought out at all. It's something that flows through you. I also found it interesting when I was kind of led into the perspective of the connection between you and the entities, how there's so much love, but also how there's so much closeness, so much intimacy with people that are not indigos. One of the fears and one of the things that cause friction is the fear of the intimacy, because everyone's been told, I don't know, there seems to be this fear. I know, especially within African culture, there's this whole thing like with witchcraft, like in our culture, and the whole thing about sleeping with snakes and sleeping with wada wada, and those types of conditions that have been put on people's spiritual ideas when it comes to connection with entities. It blocks a certain intimate connection when it comes to the entities. There's a fear that comes with that, and it's what creates patterns of psychosis, where the mind tries to shield the person from that which has been previously taught, which is that you must be afraid of this, you must be afraid of this. And so the mind starts making up certain things to support the fear information instead of supporting what is actually happening, what the person is actually going through. You, as indigos, have completely bypassed that. And I really love that for you, because I feel like that's what contributes to putting you ahead of everyone when it comes to this connection. And that's why you guys are already in the works. You guys are already feeling light. You're already feeling loved, feeling spoken for, feeling taken care of. Whether you're a man or a woman, obviously entities, guys, are not men or women, so they will appear in what you are attracted to. If you're a woman attracted to other women, your entity will come across as feminine. If you are a man attracted to women, your entity will come across as feminine, like, and so forth and so forth. If you're a man attracted to men, your entity will come across as mostly if you're a man attracted to other men, your entity could come across as masculine or feminine. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's not really like an equation. I'm just trying to say that the entity comes through as what it is you're attracted to. Because again, there's a certain level of closeness, of intimacy that needs that. And so, yeah, with indigos, y'all are already in the Oh, you're already in like the garden of it all. Like your roses are blooming, your irises are blooming. Like, yo, your unicorns are happy. There's rainbows everywhere. There's storms and thunder for those of you who are into that. There's volcanoes erupting and oceans heavy with waves, if that's what you're into. Whatever it is that you're into, that's the energy that you're in right now. It's like the entities you're working with are just, they're so comfortable in showing you how they are in awe of you and how you open up to them and how you allow them to work through you. And so with you, you're already experiencing the part where, yes, there's still certain things that like maybe make you afraid. Like you worry, like, oh my God, is this really happening? Like, am I really in this energy? Like, what is this? And I really love this with the indigo people. You guys are so able to be just in your indigo matrix and not need anything outside of that. You don't have this thing where you have to measure yourself up against the general matrix. You're at a point in your self awareness and development where you are completely content with your own matrix and the matrix that you share. When I say matrix, I mean reality and how that reality works. You're very much okay and comfortable with the fact that your reality, your matrix does not work the same way as others, and that does not bother you. If someone else is afraid of something, that has nothing to do with you. You have so many secrets. And you are right to have those secrets. Your secrets are putting me in a space of, okay, never mind. But yeah, I see you have a lot of secrets, and I think you're right to have those secrets because I can see how all the people before you, even like in your lineage, that have made the connections that you're connecting, they kept the same secrets because people are very adverse to things that they don't understand or things that are not happening to them. They tend to be like, yeah, that's wrong, that's evil, that's this and that. So you've decided to have this be a very private moment for you, and I commend you for that. That's also what's making your particular unfolding of this whole experience is what's making it happen so timelessly, like, if that makes sense. It's like you're at a very beautiful pace, like, a horse when it gallops, that's the pace you're at, steady, like, you're good. You're so good. And the trust also, there's the trust, girl, like, boo, what what's in the pillow talk? Like, you are so trusting of the entities that you work with. Yazi, like, aweli phansi, yazohamba phezulu, awunyatheli phansi nje, like, uhambela phezulu boo. Yeah. Wow. It's such I love being in this energy with you. Like, I love it for you. It's so calm. It's so beautiful. It's so, yo. But it's also what you're into. I don't want people, like, if when uhamba nenzunza and you're watching this reading, I don't want you to feel bad because the energy you are experiencing entities from, again, you get a kick out of that. So also for you, don't try and compare your experience to indigo people unless you are also very much in the stage of your development where you're in the state of multidimensionality, where you experience things from iNzunza perspective, but also from an indigo perspective. So as much as you have the hunger for the friction and for the resistance, you also have the hunger or the yearning for the calm, and you experience both. So don't be confused when you're like, oh no, but I also have this part. I'm sorry about that. I also have this part where I enjoy it. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. I guess this reading is speaking to the part of you that enjoys the calmness of it, that enjoys the part where you either understand or you don't have to understand everything immediately. It is good. It's all good. I want to speak more about the intimacy, but I don't know if I have the words. And that's also where a lot of your secrets lie, so I feel like maybe there's no need. Like, you are aware, and yeah, let it be. Cool. I got you. I got you. Something else that I'm feeling through is how indigo. So there's certain people in your life, right? It could be ex-lovers, it could be ex-friends, it could be, or but I'm getting people that you have cut off. But some of them, like, it's not like, a definite cut off. Like, it might be just people that you still speak to, but they're not allowed in your energy like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you used to allow them before, like before you were, when you were less self-aware, like where you just used to allow everybody in and everybody could come with their fucking doggy bag and take a piece of you and then just leave and not have to water you back or not have to, remember when you were still doing that? Right. And then you learned that actually you're not going out like that. And then you started to put up some boundaries, flexible boundaries, but boundaries nonetheless. You started to put up some boundaries. These entities have also helped you do that. Now, listen, these entities are like kind of guarding your energy. It's like there's certain people that want to come back, they want to come fish in your waters. And these entities are like, yo, there's no fishing here. Like, you're not allowed to fish here. Yo, it's actually so fucking awkward. Like, entities come, I'm sorry, people are coming up to your energy, they want back in, and your entities are protecting your energy. It's like you don't even know it's happening, but there's these like, imagine having like this bouncer and you're there in the garden and the person can see you, and this bouncer's like, yo, can I help you? And this person is like, yeah, I'm here for them. I want to speak to them. And the entity's like, no. Like, what do you mean, no? Like, and the entity's like, they're not available. Like, what do you mean? I can see them. They're right there. They're not available. Run along. Like, it's so weird. It's so beautiful. It's so necessary. I really love this for you. I love this for you. You are so loved. You are so adored. And those of you who are men, you've got like these Amazon type of like entities. Like these uh, did I say Amazon? Like Amazonian? Is that how you would say it? If you have no idea who the Amazonian warriors are, shame on you. But Google is your friend. Yeah, because even with like the men that are watching this, you've had certain women, if you're into women, or like certain lovers, let me say that. You've had certain lovers that like tried to siphon your energy, tried to live off of your energy. And the entities you're working with are like, yeah, fuck that, because that's our energy. So that's not happening. And you figured because you're a man, like, it's okay. You didn't realize how toxic that was. Like, you were like, no, as a man, I'm supposed to provide in this way, and so forth and so forth. Yo, some of you men, like, even your mother, like, maybe your sisters are involved in this type of thing, and you felt like it's cool, right? Because, like, you're a man, you're supposed to. And it's like, no, these people are literally taking advantage of you. Like, no, 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 no. It's a no. It's, it's a no. So, yeah. Um, the detachment from these people, like the fact that they can't connect to your energy. I'm now speaking to everyone again, men and women. The fact that they can't connect to your energy, um, it's making them now think back on how they used to treat you. Remember, I told you guys, right? When people are being mean to you, or when people are using you, or when people are it's not a mistake. They're doing it on purpose. Like, I'm also getting some of you, men and women, there were people in your life that would, but I'm getting especially men, you guys. Like, people would like try and withhold emotional, you like, affection from you, type of thing, knowing very well that that's what you crave, that's what you want. And okay, fine, again, men and women, I don't know why, it's just that I'm getting a lot of like men pulling at my energy right now. Like, but definitely men and women, like, people in your life have tried, let me say, indigos, indigos, okay, you indigos, people have tried to like purposely keep affection from you, like to purposely make you feel like you are not loved, that you are not cared for. Like, how can we love someone like you? Like, you're a monster, like, wada, all because I don't even know why, because they're stupid. I feel like all because they want to be like you. This is so weird. It's like you're either really successful, you're either the one that makes a lot of money, you're either the one that's like very beautiful or something like that. Like, there's something that these people felt like, why you? Why do you have it? Why not them? And because of that, they kind of refuse they don't, I feel like They refused the only thing you need from them because you don't need anything else from them. They refused you connection. They refused you intimacy. They refused you, you know what I mean? Like, they refused, like, affection. And now, because you no longer need that from them, I don't know why, but their memories are like coming back about how you did that. I also feel like they're now in a position where they need that. This came up also. You need to watch that Indigo reading. I renamed it. It's no longer the Eye of the Storm. I don't know what it's called now, but I'll link it in the description box. But basically, it's like people are going through like some dark night of the soul stuff, and it's involving things that they personally did to you. And now they're feeling that. So these people are feeling a lack of, like, they're lonely. They're feeling a lack of emotional attachment in their lives. They're feeling a lack of intimacy and, like, just kindness from another human being, which is everything they withheld from you. And now that you don't need that from them, they seem to be thinking about how they did that to you, and it's breaking their heart. Like, they're like, it seems to be part of their misery. And why also it's a big part of their misery, it seems as though you make it very obvious that you are aware. You have not forgotten. Like, it's like you're chilled. You're not going to punish them for it or anything. You're going to leave that to nature. But at the same time, you're not going to let them near you anymore. You're not going to give them another chance to disappoint you. You're not going to give them another chance to plant seeds of lack, because that's what they were trying to do. And now you've got these entities all around you, and it's like you're becoming fulfilled so much, and it's starting to take shape in the physical world. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I honestly would be lying. I don't know how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna manifest in the physical world, but in all the other astral spaces, you are very much fulfilled. I mean, you can feel it. You're so fulfilled, you be blushing for no reason. Like, what? And it's going to manifest physically, but I don't know how. Oh my god. Guys, I'm sorry. I did not put my device on flight mode, and now I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. So, yeah, and I can't do it now because it'll disturb the video. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I don't know how it's gonna manifest, you guys. For some of you, it's so much more than one thing. It's everything. These entities are like, we're doing a revamp of your whole life. It's everything that fulfills you, from, your love life, to your financial life, to your home life, to your, I don't know, to like your outside life, like whatever it is, you're about to receive things that you didn't even know you desired. I love that for you. Like, when someone knows what you need and you didn't even know what you need. And I'm getting like, you've been in contact with these entities almost like your whole life. It's just that they had never made their presence so felt to you in this way, because there's obviously work you had to do. You had to peel away the parts of you that are not you, because these entities are here for you. This indigo version of you, you had to connect to your indigo blueprint in such a deep way, because that's who they're here for. All these other people, all these other masks, and all these other templates that you've been playing with before, we're never going to connect you to these entities in this way, because that was never the real you. But now, because you've reached this part of yourself, yo, like this is multidimensionality at its core, at its peak. You are killing it. You are doing so well, boo. You are doing so fucking well. Listen, like fresh start, and you're not afraid because you know how much, like, you know how much you're protected. You know how much I keep getting you're spoken for. That's such an old-fashioned term, but I feel like that's what you're receiving. You're receiving that old-fashioned type of love, and that one is more, y'all know that one's more pure. Like, when there was still virtue and honor and that type of thing in the world, but not based on morals. Morals are very flimsy, guys. What people take as good or bad, very flimsy. This is set on frequency, like virtue, honor, all that stuff. That's set on frequency. It's a vibration. It's got nothing to do with someone's life situation. It is standard no matter what the situation is. Virtue is virtue, honor is honor, in poverty or in wealth. Like, it is that. And that's the energy that you're on, and that's why you feel so safe. Again, I keep hearing spoken for. You're spoken for. And it's like, this is, you love this. You love this. Are you a natural submissive? You love this. You love that these entities have taken responsibility of you. They take responsibility of you. Yes, like they've taken responsibility of your life, of you. Like, it's like you don't have to do anything. Like, you don't have to make a decision. You don't have to. You're just like enjoying. You're just like tra la 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 la. And you love that. And if you're a man and, like, you're a straight, like, masculine man, and what I'm describing as the submit, don't let it put you off. There's nothing wrong with being a man and being submissive. Most men at their core, honestly, are submissive. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like I don't even have to give you this speech. I feel like you've never felt like being submissive makes you less of a man or makes you any less masculine. If anything, you understand how it's brought you closer to your divine masculinity, to understand that it was always about being honest about who you are and what you need. It was always about being honest about your needs. It's the amount of truth in this reading. It's doing it for me. It's really doing it for me. And it's reflecting the amount of truth that is currently in your life, the amount of clarity that is currently in your life. What I can say, how I was like, I don't know how it's going to manifest. You guys are definitely meeting new people. You're meeting new people to connect with, and those connections are going to be hot, fever, hot, but also balanced. Not like hot, toxic, like hot, balanced. I don't want to lie, but can I tell you, your whole life is about to be just like the sexiest thing that done ever happened. Like, the theme in your life right now is the sexiest thing that has ever happened. And I think that's completely natural because obviously I always told you guys, like, the more potent a spiritual energy is, the more sexual energy there is in the air. And yes, this will translate into sex, but this will also translate into projects, friendships, deeper connections. Um, you finding things that you love to put yourself into, to I actually liked that one. That one wasn't actually awkward for me. I actually liked that one. But what I meant was you finding things that you love to put your energy into. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading, all the information is in the description box. If you want to book a mentorship session, all the information for that is in the description box. Indigos, I love you. This was so nice. Thank you. Later, guys.